Come in. Hi, welcome to Bailey's Hen House. I'm Bailey. How are you?
Melissa, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. All right, what is it that you're looking for today?
I just came to see what type of birds you have and what's available.
So we sell several different breeds of chickens. We have Americanas, we have Leghorns, we have Silkies, we have Polish. We also have Easter eggers. We also have turkeys.
Awesome.
We have red bourbon turkeys available, as well as our broad-breasted white turkeys.
Okay. Awesome.
Do you have any birds already or any types of poultry?
I do. I'm a chicken lady. I have I have chickens and I have two mallard ducks. I have leghorn and red. What are they called?
Rhode Island
Rhode
Reds?
Island Reds. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So how old are your birds?
Oh, they're 2 years old.
2 years
Right
old.
now, they're not laying very well, so I'm interested in trying to start a new.
So are you interested in buying babies,
Yes.
chicks, or are you interested in getting adults?
Babies.
All right.
Yeah.
So we actually do have several different examples today in store with us, but we are able to order any other breeds that you might be interested in as well.
Okay.
The birds that you have currently, do you plan to incorporate your chicks into their pen, or are you going to be building a separate?
Well, is it safe to put the chicks in with the adult chickens?
So my personal opinion is if you're going to integrate your chickens with your chicks, I would slowly do it over a time span. If you are going to, do not immediately put them in and just leave them. So chickens have a bad habit of attacking each other. They're omnivores, so they will eat both plants and animals. They can kill chickens, and they will eat them if they do.
Okay.
So I suggest having your chicks separated at first.
Okay. All right. So you have turkeys and chicks, correct?
I do have turkeys.
Awesome.
So we
I'm kind
have
of interested in some turkeys.
our baby turkeys are actually called poults. We have our broad-breasted white turkeys in store today if you choose to go that route. But we also offer our red bourbons also.
Well, how many eggs do a turkey lay a year?
So our female turkeys, they're going to lay around 100 eggs per year.
Okay.
Their eggs are a little bit different from our chicken eggs, though.
Are they edible?
They are edible. Our turkey eggs are extra large eggs, so they usually are about this big in size. They're going to be a very light color, and they're going to have brown speckled spots on them. More of an oblong shape.
So are they as big as a goose egg?
Not quite as big as a goose egg,
okay.
but not much smaller.
I did have a couple of geese, but they're gone now. So
okay. So our turkeys, our broad-breasted white turkeys, they are the most common breed of turkeys that are used for domesticated turkeys. So those are your farm turkeys. They're the most common because our males, when you harvest them at about 25 weeks, they typically weigh about 45 pounds. So the bigger the turkey, the more meat you have.
Awesome. Okay.
Now, your male turkeys, they're going to be called toms as adults, and your female turkeys, they're going to be called hens, just like chickens.
Now, are the turkeys aggressive?
So, the more you handle your turkeys as babies, the less likely they are to be aggressive. Okay. So, the turkeys that we have in store today, they've been handled lots, and our females are very, very loyal. Turkeys are a very smart breed. They're very loyal and they're very docile.
Okay, awesome. So you've had experience with turkeys before then?
I have. At home, I've had 14 chickens and 2 turkeys, and I integrated mine together. So we did a bird integration plan with ours. So our turkeys were actually raised with our chickens.
Okay.
So my turkeys, my male turkey was actually able to learn commands.
Really?
So we called him Tom, and every time we would say, "Get him, Tom," he would actually attack my rooster on command because our rooster was very aggressive towards our daughter.
Yeah, I don't like roosters.
I'm not a fan also. However, if you do get a male and a female, you're always able to incubate those eggs and raise babies. So the incubation period for a turkey is 28 days, and the incubation for chickens are 21 days.
Okay. Well, what type of chickens do you have?
So we have Easter eggers in store today, but we also offer Americanas, Silkies, Polish, and the Leghorns.
Well, tell me about this Easter egg. Is it like Easter eggs?
So that's actually where they get their name from. Is
Really?
They're known for their colorful eggs. So Easter eggers, they can lay green, blue, and even sometimes pink Easter eggs. So Easter eggers are not a technical breed. They're a crossbreed between several other different breeds of chickens. So your Easter eggers are going to lay about 5 eggs per week. And they will start laying in about 4 to 5 months. So
what color eggs do they have?
So they have blue, green, and sometimes even pink. Sorry, we have a helper with us today.
I see. Hi, nice to meet you.
So the lifespan for your Easter eggers, they're going to live to be about 5 to 8 years old.
Wow.
So they have a pretty long lifespan. Our turkeys are not quite as long. They typically live between 2 to 4 years, but that's also going to depend on their diet and how well they're being taken care of. I had my turkeys at home for about 3 years, but unfortunately mine were in very good health, except for when they got exposed to my bird dog.
Okay.
So they kind of got let out of the pen. Okay. So your broad-breasted white turkeys, like I said, our females are not going to be near as big as our males. All right, that's just about any breed of chickens or turkeys. So your females are going to weigh typically about 25 pounds with about 25 weeks.
Wow.
Since turkeys are a lot bigger, they do require a lot more feed, and they require a lot more space.
So do you feed them the same chicken feed, the layer feed, or do you have a special feed that you have to give them?
So you do have the option of feeding them regular layer feed. But they do make game bird feed, which is a lot higher protein, and that's a lot healthier for the birds. Since they're a lot bigger, they're going to require more protein.
Okay.
You can buy that feed at Tractor Supply or any feed store, basically.
Okay.
So if you look at your feed, it's going to have higher protein and a lot more vitamins and minerals that those birds are going to need.
Okay.
So do you have any other questions for us?
Do you have any examples?
I do have some right here in the back. We have some white broad-breasted white turkeys, and we have Easter eggers on hand today.
Awesome.
Would those be something that you're
most
would like
definitely.
To look at? All right. So which one would you like to start with?
Let's start with the turkey.
The turkeys. Okay. So we have a male and a female today. Okay. These are about 4 weeks old.
Okay.
So our turkeys, they're a lot more. They require a lot more maintenance at a younger age. So right now, these you don't really have a whole lot to worry about because usually during the first 10 days, they require a lot more heat than our chickens do. They require about 100 degrees, whereas your chickens, they're typically fine about 95 to 90 degrees. But our male is going to be a lot bigger. I will forewarn you, he does like to flap his wings a lot. He's more of an explorer. He likes to roam around, but our female is very gentle. She is, she's been handled a lot, and she will snuggle up to you.
Awesome. So do we need to clip the wings of these turkeys, or do I need a roof on the...
So you do have the option of clipping their wings, but you can leave them unclipped, and you can... I'm sorry, would you hold for just a second? I would suggest not clipping their wings and just having a roof over their fin. Alright, if you give me just 1 second, I will see if that is the male or the female.
And right now you can only tell by the size of them? pretty much.
So typically, if you pick them up, our males are going to keep their legs straight out. And if you pick up the female, she's going to bend her legs at a young age.
Oh, okay.
So
I must have a female.
You do have the female.
Okay.
As you can tell, he's a lot bigger than she is standing right beside him, and they are the exact same age. Awesome. We incubated them, and they were born the same day.
Incubated them. Awesome.
We do incubate in store.
Awesome.
So we have an incubator where we can incubate their eggs. Their turkey eggs will be for 28 days, and our chickens are 21 days. We have incubators that we are able to incubate 40 eggs at one time. Wow. It's a really cool process. We also offer candling sessions to the public so we can see if this is something that you would be interested in the future of candling your own eggs. We do sessions as well.
Cool. I maybe have to get my grandkids to come over and let's do that.
And if you are your local extension office also typically holds sessions. A lot of 4-H agents do poultry judging. So they'll judge live birds based off of their meat cuts and different eggs. We can do size of eggs, the grade of eggs, and you can do candling.
All right. I noticed they're kind of a little spotty on their feathers here.
So that could be just dirt.
Do they lose their feathers?
So these soft feathers up at the top of their back, that's called their down, and that is their baby feathers. They are currently growing in their adult feathers right now.
Awesome. These are cool.
Would you like to see some of our Easter eggers?
I would love to see the Easter eggers.
All right.
You got a name, little girl?
So her name is Sally.
Okay, Sally.
And this is Tommy.
Sally and Tommy. I'll let you go back to your little pen.
Okay.
They're cool.
All right, Sally. Sally's a lot calmer.
Yes, she is.
All right, and some of our Easter eggers. So these are quite active. These are only about, they just turned 3 weeks old yesterday. All right, so they are slightly smaller than our turkeys are. All right. So they will flap their wings trying to get their balance. So they do love perching. So when you're building your coop, I would suggest making different perches for your chickens to roost.
Okay.
They're
escaping.
All right.
Now, is that a rooster? Or is that a hen? Is that? Can you tell by the
this
comb?
one is a hen.
Okay.
So her comb is starting to come in, but this one is a female. Okay. You see, she also picks up her legs whenever she is picked up. You can also tell because the females will grow their tail feathers first. Your hens will grow their tail feathers, and your males will have shorter tail feathers.
I don't want to break your wing. We got an escapee. And what color eggs do you like?
So they like green and bluish colored eggs. If you notice, this one is a female also because she has that long tail feathers. We might have some roosters in the back if you are interested in roosters.
Okay.
But they have beautiful colors. You can also tell our Easter eggers, they're going to have fluffy cheeks. But they come in a variety of different colors, and that's because they are crossbreed between other breeds of chickens.
Well, I am very interested in purchasing as soon as I get my setup. Okay. I don't think I want to incorporate them in with the older chickens right now. I think I would like to keep them safe.
Okay. Well, if you would like, I have some brochures about raising chickens and raising turkeys. Yes, one of our articles talks about raising chickens and turkeys together. Again, if you choose to raise them together, I would always be cautious of the different diseases that birds can carry.
Yeah.
But there are integration plans online available if that's something that you would like to look at as well.
I think it would be safer just to keep them separated.
Okay. And that I would recommend that, honestly, because your chickens are going to require a lot less space, and your turkeys are going to be a little bit more expensive if that's the route that you choose.
Okay.
They require a lot more feed, and they require a lot more.
Okay. Well, I am super interested, so if you don't mind, I will take those brochures.
On this sheet right here, on this article, there is general information about raising turkeys, but we also have pros and cons. So like I mentioned, one a pro of having turkeys are they're a very docile breed. They're very intelligent creatures. Like I said, from my personal experiences, they can learn commands. They're a lot cleaner than chickens also. So they typically keep their soiled bedding in one space instead of scattering it out like chickens do. They do have delicious meat also, and they're very gentle and loyal. However, some of the cons of having our turkeys are they're very delicate as poults. They require a lot more heat as babies. But that's not one thing that you're going to have to worry about since these are already older. I would suggest keeping a heat lamp on them for about 2 more weeks and slowly move that heat lamp away from them. Okay. They are slower moving than chickens. That means that they're more susceptible to attacks from different predators. So I would suggest having a shelter, a roof on your coop. And they do need more food and water than our chickens, which can be a little bit more expensive. Okay. However, all this is information is in these pamphlets right here. So feel free to take what you need. This is about raising our turkeys. Our chickens got a little dirt on this one.
That's quite all right.
Now this article is about how to raise chickens, and this is going to break down your entire first year with chickens. And it explains everything you need to know down to a T. Okay. And then this article is about raising turkeys with your chickens.
Very good.
We appreciate you coming in today.
I need. Thank you so much.
And when you decide which breed or which type of poultry you would like, feel free to come visit us.
I will. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. There's some hand sanitizer by the door.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.